Hi, everyone. My name is Paul Sheldon. I've had the privilege of being an RVDA workshop speaker before, and I'm excited about the opportunity to be together again in November. I get the privilege of traveling the country and talking to RV dealers everywhere, F&I people specifically, and understanding a little bit about what it is that they deal with on a daily basis. What we've seen in the last 2 years is we now have higher prices, higher interest rates, um, stressed or tightening credit requirements, more people paying cash. Our F&I people are getting a little bit weary, and our customers seem to be a little bit skeptical at a time when they should be embracing products like service contracts that, in my 30 years of doing this, I can't even imagine a more important product for them to have now for the next 5 or 6 years. They're very skeptical and sales are down, and it doesn't make any sense. So something has to change. And so as I was thinking about this workshop, my goal is always to bring something unique, something that will be memorable, hopefully, and in 45 minutes, give our attendees something that they can take back, 2 or 3 things back to the dealership, implement right away. That'll make a difference, not only in their F&I office, but in the dealership, of course, and in the overall experience of RV ownership. So I was thinking about, I'm also preparing for another trek to the Himalayas. Now, mountains are challenging, and I've been on a lot of them, the Rockies, the Appalachians, and the Himalayas. And we need special tools, special equipment, and very specific training in order to make sure that the trek is successful. I'll give you an example. This is a trekking pole. Doesn't look like much, but do you know that this can take 20% off the weight of your pack as you're climbing up the mountain? Now, if you're like me, 20% is a big deal. I would love to carry 20% less. These really, really do help. And so in F&I, the terrain is a little more challenging. It seems like the air is getting sucked out of us like it would at high altitude. So we need different tools, different ways to come at this, not the same old, let's come up with 6 more closes on how to convince somebody to buy a service contract. But how about if we spend time educating them on why this is the most important product? Let me give you a simple example. In 2022, the Bureau of Labor Statistics published a report that made it to CNBC News that said the parts and labor costs had gone up 23%. And now everyone's talking about, well, inflation's down. Well, in 2023, they were correct. It went from 23% increase to only 17% increase. So in 24 months, we've had a 40% increase across the nation in parts and labor costs. That is not insignificant. If we can better educate our customers rather than try to close them harder, but educate them better, I think we're going to have more success in F&I. We have untapped revenue streams in the dealership, things like our service drive. There's so many service customers that actually need our F&I products, but we never talk to them because we don't have a strategy in place to actually present those products to them and have them make decisions to own them. So we want to actually explore that and put that in place. And then another very important thing that we see in the successful dealerships is that they have what I would call a finance-friendly culture in the dealership. The sales and the F&I department do not fight over the customer. They actually work together, and it totally works to make sense for the customer and, of course, for the dealership as well. So my heart in this short 45 minutes is if I can come up with 2 or 3 nuggets these guys can take back to the dealership and implement with their customers that the next week, mid-November, when they go back, then we've had a successful workshop. My thought is, let's climb higher in F&I. We have new tools, we have the opportunity, and we have the enthusiasm. Our customers will come with us. Thanks, you guys.